Hi everyone. In the last video we discussed meaning of quality, and we also discussed different types of quality cost. That is, the cost of quality has divided into three main types. First is cost of conformance, next cost of non-conformance, and third one was cost of lost opportunities. So cost of conformance, under that we discussed two types, that is cost of prevention and cost of appraisal. The second type, under that cost of non-conformance, we discussed three types, that is cost of internal failure, cost of external failure, and cost of exceeding requirements, and the third one was cost of lost opportunities. So in this video we will discuss further topics in the fourth chapter, that is under TQM, total quality management. The next topic is optimization of quality cost. So to achieve the best quality, how can we maximize our quality with the correct usage of the cost? So how can we achieve the maximization of the quality with the correct usage of all those types of quality cost which we have studied earlier, that is cost of conformance, cost of non-conformance, and cost of lost opportunities. So here basically the scenario is that the managers are more focused on controlling the external failure by spending more on the appraisals to detect defects before the delivery of the products. So naturally, managers whose responsibility is to look after the good quality of the goods and the services, here they are telling that they are more focused on controlling the external failures. So before the delivery of the product, the managers want to set all the things on the right place. So they want to check everything. So this is the situation, this is the set of mind we can say will be have by the managers. So their intention is to detect every kind of defect before the delivery of the product. This is the set of mind. So what this set of mind result into? So this result into increase of the appraisal cost. So here I have told you what is appraisal cost. Appraisal cost means the cost incurred for inspection, checking, auditing, etc. So here if we want to deduct the defects, if we want to know the defects, we have to inspect the goods. So here if the managers are more focused, they are spending more on the appraisal cost, so internal failures and more defects will be noticed before the delivery of the product. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೈಲ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆನ್ ಅಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ many defects will be noticed before the delivery. So this was the intention, right? So he wanted to deduct all kind of defect. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ defects deduct ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, but here appraisal cost will also be high. This is the one situation. Next, so while we are deducting the internal failures, it will also results in the external failures. So external failure, I told you external failure, that is after sales service or paying for claims of the customers after the sale of the goods, whatever the complaints, whatever the services you are providing to the customers, you are spending that money, right? That is external failure. So as in the beginning only, the manager was more focused on the appraisal cost. So he has more focused on inspecting the goods. So it is linked, it is indirectly reducing the internal failures, so it is reducing the external failures also. So the impact of this strategy, it is neglecting the total cost as the reduction in the external failure cost. Because ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಂದರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ this strategy, by following this strategy, the total cost is ignored. It is not taken into consideration. It is only focusing on the prevention cost, and it is leading to the internal and the external failure deduct. So while we are focusing on prevention and appraisal cost, it is leading to the internal and the external failure cost to reduce. And one thing here, it is not focused on the total cost of the product, but it is more focused on the prevention and the internal external failures. So here next in this topic only, optimization of cost of quality. What are the stages of best reduction of the cost? What are the process we can implement for the cost reduction? So first here, it should be better when prevention cost. What is prevention cost? Prevention cost is the cost incurred in providing training to the employees, educating them, creating awareness about the process of the manufacturing. So here prevention cost, first in the first stage, while you are incurring the cost for the quality, it is better that whatever the prevention cost you are spending, it should be spent in the right and the best kind of engineering work. So here, while spending the prevention cost, the managers should be more careful in choosing the right kind and the best kind of engineering system which suits to their manufacturing process. Simply hiring randomly hiring the engineering works which does not suits to the manufacturing process and again replacing it involves extra cost. So before only spending, we have to research what kind of engineering work suits to our present manufacturing process. So here the conclusion is that, the first point conclusion is that you should be more careful while spending the prevention cost. Spend in the right things and instead of spending in useless things. So this will lead in the reduction of rejection of goods, defects and rework. So first only if we are more careful, then after whatever the situations which may come, it will reduce to maximum extent. So it will reduce in the rejection of the goods, defects and rework of the product. So here it means if we don't have goods that can be reject, if we don't have defected goods, if we don't have goods that have to be reworked again, it will reduce in the appraisal cost. Because if we have all the goods correct according to the standard fix, so whatever the persons who are appointed for doing the inspection and checking of the produced products, their cost will be reduced. So appraisal cost will get reduced. This is the first stage. Second is here That is what they are telling here. If we invest in the prevention cost, it will indirectly reduce in the appraisal cost, and because we don't have any kind of defects, there will be reduced need for the routine inspections and the text activities. So ultimately, if we follow all these two steps, we can achieve good quality of products. So next main topic is total quality management. So meaning, what is total quality management? Total quality management, it is basically an approach which focus on continuous improvement, which is focusing on continuous improvement with the involvement of everyone in the organization. So their main objective will be customer satisfaction. How can we satisfy our customers? By providing good products, services with the involvement of everyone in the organization. So they are more focusing on the customers. It needs employee improvement, and it is process center, it is systematic, it is integrated, and it has its own set of plans, and it has to be take correct kind of decision. Communication should be there with all the levels of the organization, and if we follow all these things, the continuous improvement can be achieved. So total quality management, its aim is to focus on the long term success by providing good quality services to the customers by satisfying them. So it needs participation of all the members of the organization in improving the process, products, services, and culture in which they are working. So the main important concepts of total quality management. So main concepts are customer orientation and requirement, internal customer, competitive benchmarking, everyone is involved, synergy, management role feedback, and recognition and rewards. So here, to achieve the quality management in all the areas of our organization, in for the purpose of providing good quality services and satisfying our customer to the maximum level, we should be we should have good quality system at each and every area of our organization. So for that purpose, what are the core concepts, what are the most important concepts? So let's discuss it one by one. First one is customer orientation and requirements. So if you want to achieve the if you want to be superior in the market, if you want to star in the eyes of the customers, you should manufacture goods and services according to the requirements of the customer. You should give priority to your customers orientation and customers requirements should be taken into consider for manufacturing the goods and services according to the specification mentioned by the customers. So this is the main important concept. So for example, we the customers, we have our own kind of comfort level. So for example, we will visit only that kind of restaurant where we will be having um, uh, full satisfaction, the favorite flavors we are getting, the favorite food we are getting, good infrastructure it should have, and it should have reasonable prices. So we have our own set of comfort level, so we will be attracted to those things only which we which suits to our specification. So here also customer specification should be keep in mind. This is the first thing that should be taken into consideration in the total quality management. Next is internal customer. So here, to meet the customer's requirement, to listen their complaints, to listen their needs and preferences, it is not only important to listen to the external customers, but there are internal customers also. So here internal customers are the workers, the employees who are adding their contribution to the products and the services, listening to their suggestions, listening to their complaints, listening to their problems is also necessary for providing the good quality goods and services. So as you are listening, as you are more focused on your external customer, your ultimate customer, it is also necessary for the organization to be more focused on their internal customers, that is the workers who are adding contribution to the production of the goods and the services, as there are the pillars of the organization. They are the assets of the organization. If we don't give attention to the employees, if we are not solving their problems, if we are not looking after their suggestions, if we are not motivating them, if we are not solving their problems, then it is impossible to get good quality of work from them. So that is the second thing which in the total quality management should be considered. Next is competitive benchmarking. So in order to be star in the market, in order to be have a superiority in the market, there are many competitors. So in order to be superior in the market, always we have to set certain kind of standards, rules, or targets. So that is called as benchmarking, competitive benchmarking. So we have to frame certain kinds of rules and regulation and a practical plan. We have to plan practically to achieve the target level in the market, to be superior in the market, to produce more good quality of goods and services in front of the competitors. So here competition is also one kind of core concept which have to be looked after by the organization. Next, the most important thing is it should have everyone's participation, and synergy concept should be implemented in order to get total quality management. So if one person is only focused on getting quality products, means it is not possible. If everyone is involved, if we have good teamwork, if we have followed the synergy concept which is given by the Japanese. So here unity is strength. We'll tell one phrase, right? Unity is strength. So to achieve one target, if everyone is involved, if everyone is participating, if everyone is showing their interest, if everyone is giving the correct work, they are working properly and they are working according to the rules and regulations of the organization, then everything can be achieved. So here also, in getting total quality management, providing good kind of goods and services to the customers, satisfying the customer, being a star in the market, being a superior position in the market, first of all we should be we in employees in the organization, they should have a kind of unity in themselves. If they don't work together, achieving will be impossible. So that is the concept. Next is most important is recognizing the manager's role. So here the managers who are providing guidelines to the workers, achieving their role, identifying their role, providing feedback on their work is also important, because as they are working today, and if organization are not focused on their work and they are not providing a kind of feedback, or they are not motivating the manager, it is not possible for the manager to work in the more spirit. So if the organization want the managers to work in the same spirit as they are working today, so it is necessary to provide feedback on their work and provide them a level of improvement. So the managers must get to know where they are standing, what is the level of their improvement. So if the top level management provides feedback, they will get to know the level of improvement, what kind of improvement they have got from the previous work or previous feedback, what things I have improved in myself, and what I can do further in future, how can I do my work in the better manner. So the next, another most important thing is recognition and reward. So if workers are working good, and we have recognized their efforts, and not only we have recognized their efforts, in order to motivate them more, we are providing rewards to the employees. So if organization follows this strategy, the employee will feel more motivated. He will be more motivated to do more things and to do his work more uh, confidently. So providing rewards, recognizing their efforts is also important. Next, last thing is, so these were the things you should be look after in the organization. So last thing, most important thing is delivery process. So after the manufacturing of the products, ensuring a good quality of delivery process is also necessary. So here we should avoid any kind of damages happen to the product and their outer packaging, breaking of the outer packaging, and providing goods on the time needed by the customers. Delaying the delivery is also not accepted in the total quality management, as customers need the specific products on specific time. So delivery process should also be looked after in the total quality management. So these were the topics we discussed today. That is, the first topic we discussed was the optimization of the cost of quality. Next, we started the total quality management. We discussed the meaning, and we discussed some core concepts of the total quality management. In the coming video, that is in tomorrow's video, we'll discuss the benefits and the process and the principles of the total quality management. Then we'll complete this chapter, that is the fourth chapter. After this chapter, we'll start the fifth chapter, that is balance scorecard, and we'll finish 5 chapters theory successfully. After that, I'll start the practical portions from the first chapter. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the group, and that's it. Stay safe, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.